Hey there, savvy wealth builders. Welcome back to Master Wealth. Today, we're diving into one of the most effective strategies for slashing your debt, the debt snowball method. Imagine waving goodbye to your debt in as little as 18 to 24 months. It's not a fantasy, it's a tested and trusted method that actually works. No more broken ice cream machines or shuffling debt around like unused clutter in a junk drawer. It's time to clean it out, clear it off, and set yourself free. But before we begin, if you're loving the concepts of these videos, consider joining our community by hitting that subscribe button and sharing this video with fellow finance enthusiasts. Also, if you have any video ideas or topics that you would like us to discuss next, put them down in the comments section of this video. We read your comments, and anything we can do to make your financial journey easier is what we're all about. Now, let's roll up our sleeves and conquer debt like never before. Debt snowball. Sounds interesting but sort of plain, right? But in reality, it's not just about crunching numbers. It's about changing behaviors. And that's where the debt snowball method takes center stage. By tackling debts from smallest to largest, regardless of interest rates, you gain momentum. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, picking up speed with each debt paid off. The key? Quick wins to fuel your journey to financial freedom. Picture this, your debts lined up like a series of hurdles. It's not about size or interest rates. It's about conquering each one to cross the finish line of financial freedom. The debt snowball method isn't just a strategy, it's a mindset shift. Step into the snowball strategy. Imagine this method as your financial superhero, swooping in to rescue you from the debt trap. Here's why it's different and why it works wonders. Number 1. Behavioral empowerment. Debt isn't merely a number, it's a reflection of habits and choices. The debt snowball method understands this. It focuses on psychological wins, not just financial ones. By targeting the smallest debt first, you create a victory, a motivation to keep going. It's a psychological boost that keeps you charging ahead. Number 2. Momentum building. Small victories lead to giant successes. Paying off that first small debt isn't just about the money. It's about building momentum. With each debt knocked off, that snowball grows, gaining speed and power. Suddenly, what seemed insurmountable becomes achievable. Number 3. Emotional satisfaction. Ever felt the joy of crossing off a completed task on your to-do list? Imagine that, but with debts. It's not just about the numbers dwindling. It's about the emotional relief that comes with every debt erased. You're not just paying, you're freeing yourself from financial burdens. Number 4. Sustainable progress. The debt snowball method isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. It's a sustainable approach that keeps you on track for the long haul. By focusing on small debts first, it sets you up for a string of victories that carry you to the ultimate goal, debt freedom. Number 5. Tangible results. It's not just a theory, it's backed by real success stories. Whether it's breaking free from student loans, credit card debt, or other financial obligations, countless individuals have found their way out of the debt maze using this method. Let's break it down. How exactly does this method work? It's a simple yet powerful 4-step process. Step 1. Listing debts. Imagine lining up your debt smallest to largest, regardless of interest rates. It's not about the number, it's about the order of attack. Step 2. Minimum payments and focus. You maintain minimum payments on all debts except the smallest one. Focus your financial firepower on that little guy. Step 3. All-out assault. Channel all your extra funds towards that smallest debt until it's history. Witnessing a debt disappear creates an avalanche of motivation. Step 4. Snowball effect. Rinse and repeat. As each debt vanishes, the snowball grows, gaining size and momentum to take down the next one. It's a continuous cycle of empowerment. Showcasing the power of debt snowball method. Let's break it down into 4 straightforward steps. Step 1. List your debts, smallest to largest. Step 2. Make minimum payments on all but the smallest debt. Step 3. Channel extra cash towards that smallest debt until it's vanquished. Step 4. Repeat until each debt disappears from your life. Remember, this isn't just about numbers. It's about staying committed. The debt snowball method isn't just a theory. It's a game changer, supported by research from prestigious institutions like the Harvard Business Review. Tackling common questions about debt snowball method. Question number 1. How to manage similar payments? It's best to choose one. If both payments are the same, meaning one payment is not lower than the other, you can blindly pick one, or if you want to have some fun, play eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and pay the selected debt down first. Then make the other one your next priority. Question number 2. Staying motivated during the long haul. It can definitely be challenging to stick with it for the long term, especially when you see your friends going out and enjoying themselves with the fancy dinners and great vacations. Aside from using this method to get those small wins, which should give you some boost in feelings, you can also still set some money aside to do other fun activities. Of course, your main focus will be paying off your debt, so your fun spending will be limited and not as free as your friends and family. But this is to set you up for success. Once you are free from debt, you are free. Free to do whatever it is you want. Question number 3. Coping with emergencies without derailing debt payoff. Before you start paying off your debts, it is better to establish an emergency fund, which can act as a barrier between you and what life throws your way. With an emergency fund, you won't have to stop paying off debt or getting into more debt just to weather the storm. The fund will be there for you when you need it. If you run into an emergency and use that money up, that is when you would take a break from aggressively paying off your debt. You're still making the minimum payment, but your focus would be rebuilding your emergency fund. Once your fund is back up, that is when you would re-engage your debts. Remember, it's not just about the numbers, it's about your journey. Celebrate your progress, find your support system, and focus on your race. The debt snowball method isn't a quick fix. It's a tested strategy for long-term financial success. Embrace the journey. It's not a cakewalk, but the rewards are worth every effort. And as always, if you're loving the insights here, consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and sharing this video. Let's spread the wisdom and empower more individuals to take control of their financial destinies. Cheers!